Hello, hello, Attitude Nation. It is Glenn Bill checking in with you today, 3 o'clock from a rainy Broad Ripple, Indiana, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Boy, today one of my favorite days, which you guys saw, and I hope that hope you just take a minute, whether you're a huge golf fan or a Masters fan, just to take in the gorgeousness, if that's a word, of the Masters golf tournament around 5 or 6 o'clock tonight as you're getting ready for dinner. It's just such a great tradition, and it's such an honor, right, to win the Masters, the green jacket ceremony. Everybody's wanting to win it, and I was thinking to myself, what is the winner's attitude for golfers? And does the winning attitude for golfers transfer to a winning attitude in our life and in our businesses? I have posted the top five leaders. We got the University of Attitude leaderboard that is scrolling underneath us. And I want you to take note of the 5 people who are actually in the lead. And the question is will those 5 people who are currently teeing off right now, trying to win this coveted championship, maintain the attitudes that I'm going to be talking about throughout the tournament? And if we do see some or all of them fall from grace, my guess is we're going to be able to attribute that to one of the following attitude deficiencies, maybe, from today's round. And if we see new golfers rocket into those first 5 positions, chances are they've possibly mastered that. So I just wanted to do a quick little video for you about the attitudes of golf. I researched several articles, looked at several different successful golfers to get their opinions, some successful different coaches. And what I found was that the golfers who go on to achieve success at a very high level, and they share several things in common, right? But the one thing that stands out to all the golfers and all the coaches is this thing called attitude. And they actually put a golfer's attitude as one of the most important things that you can have. And they say they can certainly tell during the first coaching session with a golfer if they have a winning attitude for golf. You know, you can sense a golfer's enthusiasm, their positivity, their optimism. It's infectious, they say. And attitude's a major reason why some people are more successful than others, whether it's in golf or whether it's in life or any business. Your attitude matters. And I just want to see if you can start to become more aware of your attitude, and if needed, work towards developing a winner's attitude every single day. And take a look at, I wrote down 5 or 6 different attitude traits that these golfers have possessed through the research that I've just done. The first thing that I found was that successful golfers, successful people, they need to notice what they say to themselves, right? It's self-talk. And when they interviewed certain golfers to describe their game or recent rounds, those with a winning attitude for golf immediately go to all the positive things that have happened. There's a positive tone and a lot of positive objectives or adjectives that they use. Those that need to work on their attitude, well, their highlights are more negative, and they don't currently have it in their game. They're much more pessimistic. Point being, whatever the guys that are winning seem to create more positive adjectives for their game. The guys that were losing, more negative attitude towards their game. I think this is the same in life and in relationships. How we describe things can oftentimes manifest itself in what happens. The next thing is they say great golfers choose to be in a good mood. Their mood is certainly something that they have control over. And those who are successful say, I control my mood, I control my emotions. Those people with a winning attitude use positive energy created by a good mood. The best time to get in a good mood, of course, is the first thing in the morning. Question is, how are you starting your morning? And if you haven't already looked at books and articles about Miracle Morning, is probably the most famous one, Hal Elrod, check them out, because this idea of creating the same morning each and every morning that's fantastic sets you up for productive and positive days ahead of you. So stick to the routine. Think about How am I doing my morning? Do I have a routine? Am I studying anybody? They found that the golfers who are most successful actually do. The next point is, you know what? And this is for all of us. It's like, how do we view our mistakes? How do we view bad news? Um, Ben Hogan once said, you know what? I never learned anything from a match that I won, only the matches that they lost. Those golfers with winning attitudes see every round as a learning experience, right? No matter what the outcome is. And that if any mistakes and failures happen, they say, you know what? There is something to be learned from. And that is something that they can reduce in the future to help their outcomes. So how are you looking at your mistakes? How are you looking at your bad news? Those golfers that are out there today, they're going to make mistakes. It's the ones that keep their calm, that learn from the mistakes so they don't do it on the next hole or the next hole. And just like you don't repeat your mistakes in life or in business or in relationships day after day after day, those will be the ones that win today. And I'm curious to see if any of the winners or the top five, if they pull back, do they duplicate their mistakes, or is it only one time? Humor, right? Look at, if you're not able to laugh at yourself, you're in deep shape. You're probably in a deep depression. Humor is everything. Taking yourself too seriously and being too self-absorbed is a trait that, you know what, someone with a winning attitude just simply doesn't have. Part of developing a winning attitude for golf is about having less of a sense of self on the course and being able to laugh at yourself as you're going through your round. How much are you laughing at yourself when you are having challenging times throughout your day, throughout your business or your relationships? Sometimes I know this, that they say laughing, a big, deep belly laugh for 5 minutes is just as therapeutic and good for your body as a 15-minute jog. So what do I suggest? Wake up 15 minutes earlier and laugh for 15 minutes. And you might be amazed at what that does for your body. But the ability to laugh at yourself in tough times and to test your sense of humor, create your sense of humor, read and understand humor certainly can help you move from a bad mood or a negative attitude to a positive attitude. Two more things. Spend time in the present. The golfers that are out there, as well as us, that learn to stay in the present moment, it's great for keeping a winning attitude and a winning mindset. There's so many benefits to staying in the present. Rather than spending time on speculating about the future or worrying about what has happened in the past, that only will increase anxiety and possibly reduce your performance. Stay in the moment more often and you will see improvement in your attitude. We've talked about this on our other broadcast earlier, that so many times we worry about things that are never going to happen, ruins our attitude, ruins our result. Lastly, which we always talk about in our attitude awareness course, is the can't conundrum. Stop comparing yourself to others. The only person you really need to compare yourself is to yourself. Don't look at what you can't be, you can't do, and you can't have. Let's focus on what you can be, what you can do, and what you can have. I promise you that you have the potential to live the life and achieve the goals and dreams that you want, but we got to stay positive. We got to keep watching the Masters. We got to have fun. And I hope this little information, this little golf attitude post is something that benefits you today. I hope you enjoy watching these wonderful golfers. Take note if how they're talking to themselves, if they're in a good mood, if they're handling their mistakes, if they're able to laugh, if they're actually spending time in the present, and if they're not comparing themselves to others. In other words, are they looking at the leaderboard or not? It's going to be a fascinating end to the Masters. I hope if you've never watched golf, give it a shot. I think you'll like it. I think it'll improve your attitude. And I just want to say hello. If we got anybody, hello, Eve Cotton. Good to see you, my friend. I know you're going to be watching the Masters. So you let me know who you think. And it was great to see you. Really enjoyed spending some minutes with you. And you guys take care. Have a happy Attitude Sunday.